Let's add a contribution into the database for somebody who already does exist in the database. I'm going to go to Contacts. And before I ever add a new record or add a new contribution, I always check to make sure the name of the person exists. This one's going to be Hernandez and Robert. And he does show up. I'm going to open up Robert's record. And the last tab that I was on happened to have been the Attribute tab, but I'm going to click over on Contribute tab, and I see that Robert has contributed many times in the past. Let's create a new one. Now the very simple thing, all I need to do is put in a check number and an amount, and I'm done. That's the minimum amount, but let's go add a little bit more on to there. So let's reopen that contribution, and I could be doing all of this all at the same time. I do not need to close the record and reopen this to do all of these steps in here. The first thing I'm going to look at is what event, what was the source? Why did this money come to us? Well, it came to us as a result of the Big Truck and Tractor Rally, and the date was received, and it was, I'll just say that came in yesterday. I'm just getting around to recording it today. The payment type was a check, and I'm going to leave it as that's the default, but there are some other options in there. I'll skip recurrence. That has to do with online contributions. I already entered in my check number. We're good there. Now, when Robert handed us the money, he said he wanted it to be used for a particular purpose. Well, that's an allocation. So let's go over to the Allocate tab and click New. And I can allocate all, part, or none. All right, let's go do a partial. I'm going to do the after-school program, and he said, let's make that $33. And I can add another one in here to allocate it. And on this one, you'll notice that the declining balance is $217. Let's apply $200 to the scholarship fund. And now I've got $233 of this contribution has been allocated out of the $250 up here that we see. If this contribution happens to have an employer match, we can include that as well. I click on the Match tab, click New, select my organization that has the match, and they match 1-for-1, making it a $250 match. If I'd like to make this contribution in memory or honor of somebody, I can click on the Memory Honor tab, say that this contribution was in honor of Dolores Hanson. And I misspelled Dolores, I'll fix that. Dolores Hanson, and if I wanted to soft credit Dolores Hanson, I could go over to here and indicate a new. I'll put in Hanson Dolores. She doesn't exist, so I'll just say new. And I'll skip the address for now, but click OK. And this was a soft credit of in honor of Dolores Hanson. And we'll send the notification for the soft credit, and we'll send it as a contribution made in your honor. Click OK. I have now enhanced this contribution by a number of items. If I wanted to take a look at how those show up on the reports, I'm going to expand my branch over here for contributions. And I think that was from yesterday, so I'll put up yesterday through yesterday. And there's Robert Hernandez for $250. If I look at soft credits, the list, and I go for soft credits for yesterday through today. By the way, I could just, you'll notice it says yesterday here. I can do that as well. Save a little typing. There's my Dolores Hanson received the soft credit through Robert. If I was looking for contribution matches, and I will do that based on a date, so I'll go to the contribution date for yesterday and search, and there I find the employer match for Robert Hernandez going to Ameriprise Financial.